I am in pain. I'm in agony because I have come to an unfortunate realization. As you guys can see, I'm starting this episode out on the home screen for a reason. As I ended yesterday's episode, it may have seemed like an abrupt ending to you, but that's because out of the corner of my eye, I noticed something. And I'll show you. If you look at the icon of this save file, and then compare it with the icon of file 1, they're different. The goal of this playthrough was always to stick with the Black Eagles and with Edelgard. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen. I missed something. And in order to unlock that path, I had to have spoken to Edelgard during Chapter 11. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's great. You know, your previous save file is at Chapter 11. But there's one problem. Yes, it's at Chapter 11, but it's on the final day, and you have to speak to Edelgard during exploration. So close. But I screwed up. The game is designed in a way in which you go down a default path, bearing the crest of Flames, which is your main character, if you don't speak to Edelgard. And so, regardless of the choices that we were trying so hard to make throughout this playthrough, continuously, one after the other, be it trying to side with the Flame Emperor earlier and being told I was a liar, between trying twice, once sparing Edelgard and the second time telling her, stuttering, that I want to join her, I was not successful. But I slept on it. I ranted about it. I may have cried a little bit about it. I've been disappointed at the delay in the video that I have concocted in Edelgard Did Nothing Wrong. But that will not stop me. Part of doing a blind playthrough is that no matter what the consequences, be they unfortunate or fortunate, this is a reaction to your first playthrough through the game. And I'm accepting that. One never forgets their first playthrough. We learn from it, and we move forward. And as dramatic as this sounds, I was deeply upset. But we're going to do this, and we're going to continue with whatever route that it has taken us down. We've lost Edelgard and Hubert, I think, for the future. My best frontline unit and a very good nuker and weakener. But it is what it is, and we have to move on, and I have to go through with this Let's Play, both for myself and for you guys. So I'm going to do it, and we're going to continue with episode 45. And let's see where the story takes us here after that battle that we had at the church.
It seems we were able to expel the bandits who were hiding in Garreg Mach. How fortuitous that you students should gather at the monastery like this.
Interesting. You can see all of their new post time skip outfits. I like it. They look good.
We made a promise with the professor. That was 5 years ago to the very day.
We all gave our promise to be meeting here when the Millennium Festival arrived.
Though the one who came up with that plan is not here. Edelgard.
I wish she was, Linhart.
Still, how incredible that those present gathered despite the terrible state of things.
Yeah, what happened to you guys in the past 5 years? I want to know.
The most incredible part of it is that you didn't oversleep and miss the reunion.
So, that is the reason. Professor, the monastery is safe because of your devoted students. I am now fully convinced that you are the only one who can save Fodlan.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Ah, so you have finally accepted your destiny. On the very day I return to Garreg Mach, you awaken and return as well. This is no mere coincidence, but rather the work of the goddess.
I need to know what everyone was doing. I was sleeping for 5 years.
Actually, well, it will be easier to just show you. Come with me to the Holy Mausoleum. I realize that since you've been slumbering for so long, you have no idea.
Exactly. So I'm guessing we're going to get some information here now.
Allow me to explain. After the Battle of Garreg Mach, there was a change of regime in the kingdom. House Blaiddyd suffered a series of brutal massacres, which claimed the lives of Dimitri and Regent Rufus.
Oh, Dimitri's dead?
The kingdom capital fell and was absorbed into the empire as the Fargus Dukedom.
Holy crap!
Which is now under Cornelia's control. Some still resist the empire. As of now, Rodrigue of House Fraldarius is at the center of such efforts. In the Alliance, Claude leads the faction that opposes the empire, and Lawrence leads those who have sided with them.
I did not expect them to just kill off Dimitri. Wow.
The front lines are ever in motion, but the war effort has stagnated overall. In short, both the Kingdom and the Alliance have been swallowed up by the Empire and are on the verge of collapse. We must gather our generals and soldiers under your command and reverse this dire situation. Flayn, look! The professor has returned to us.
Flayn's here too.
What do you mean?
She doesn't look like she's changed at all.
It really is you, Professor! I cannot believe you are still of this world. We were so worried we would never see you again. I forgot something important at the Holy Mausoleum. I told my brother that I had to go back for it no matter what, and so here I am.
After we finished here, we were going to continue our search for Rhea. But now that you are here, things have changed. We must not waste this opportunity. We shall send word to the knights scattered all across the land. The time has come for the Knights of Seiros to return to action. We are counting on you, Professor.
Yes, we need Shamir. All right. Let's do this. We are going to do this.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Guardian Moon. A king without a kingdom. Having parted ways with Edelgard, former students of the Black Eagle House now work alongside the Knights of Seiros at Garreg Mach. They begin to create a resistance army strong enough to take on her Imperial forces.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed how I can make him run. It's by tilting my controller. That's why it would spaz out at sometimes. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if I hold it completely steady. Yeah, it's only by tilting my controller. Oh, okay, we get to explore again? That's interesting. Okay.
Guess you lucked out.
Oh, they're back! Holy shit, look at Cyril! He looks like an actual man now.
We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Seteth told us everything. From here on out, you will have our aid.
I am so grateful that everyone is safe. I am sorry things are moving so rapidly, but there is something we must discuss. Come with me.
All right, let's discuss, I guess.
The time has come to make our true stand against the Empire.
Okay.
Our base will be Garreg Mach Monastery. The interior is in less than prime condition, but we should be able to utilize it much the same as we had before.
Are we rebuilding?
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
It may be an area of importance, but it is far removed from the front lines. Considering the burden of transport, It is possible they are not paying too much attention to it.
That would make sense if they've taken it for granted that anyone else would come here, but if the professor is still alive and Edelgard saw us, then that wouldn't be very smart. So I don't know.
Nothing escapes the Emperor. There must at least be a spire to.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Also, I was hoping Shamir would have longer hair post time skip, but it doesn't look like the actual adults change at all.
Professor, what do you think?
Your concern is valid. However, the town and surrounding hamlets are still present. And though far from abundant, the church still has funds at its disposal.
That's true. Professor, I think we can leave expanding our army to my brother.
Okay, sure.
He was always good at negotiating, and I believe he is best suited to the task.
In that case, I have a request. Please allow my soldiers to join your ranks as well. House Sire already tried taking on the Emperor. As a result, our territory was stolen from us.
Damn.
As a consequence, I do not have many soldiers left to speak of. But those I have are yours to command.
That's cool. I like that Ferdinand now steps up and takes a role.
I feel like I should tell you that I've been protecting some kids who lost their parents in the war. They're in the town right now, but maybe we can move them to the monastery? I'm sure they'd be happy to chip in however they can.
Yes, I understand. I will make the necessary arrangements.
I nabbed some valuables from my house. Father is with the Emperor now, so it's not much, but it's yours.
Oh, wow. That's... I don't know how I feel. Linhart just betrays his parents.
I don't have a thing to contribute. In fact, I'm still in my same old clothes.
I've been wandering on my own for 5 years. I won't go back to that house or my father, that's for sure.
I understand. Leave it to me. No labor is too great if it means saving Fodlan.
Okay, then. Yes! Of course now's a good time to speak with Shamir. I need
Thanks
her.
for your help out there. Battles tend to go smoother with you around. I think you did most of the heavy lifting. It may be unwise to think this way on the battlefield, but I feel I can trust your commands without question.
Great, fantastic.
Not sure. I might have an idea, but never mind. I've also noticed that you've been putting me in more precarious situations lately.
That's because you're a boss and you can handle it.
Almost like you know I won't question your orders. Huh. I'm glad you trust me to get the job done, but still. I knew you were doing it on purpose. You're in a very important position now that you're leading the charge against the Empire.
Okay, nice. So, supports change based on post-time skip. But I wonder if we side with Edelgard, does that mean we don't get her back?
Funny to think you used to just teach at the Officers' Academy. Your old students still call you Professor. That's no title for the commander of an army. Relax, I was just having fun. You sure are an interesting one. My people lost the war, and I was left to wander Fodlan alone. But I guess meeting you was my prize. You look confused. Did you not know any of this?
I did.
I was living in my homeland of Dagda, up until the Imperial Army destroyed it 10 years ago. But being a mercenary, I have no real allegiance. That's why I'm working here now. Don't worry, though. I don't plan to turn on you.
All right, good stuff. Damn. I wonder how the monastery is gonna look 5 years later. There's still the sword tournament? Wow, okay. We're definitely going to explore, but let's take a look at our roster and what they look like now. Because, yeah, I need to refamiliarize myself with my units now, apparently. All right. We have Assassin open to us, and I think that's the Enlightened One class up there at the top. We have Cyril, who is still in his commoner class and hasn't changed to any classes. He's got weird stats. I think he just gets screwed by the fact that he's in a weird class. We'll take a look at him more deeply later. Okay, Ferdinand, who's our paladin. He's got 20 speed. Does that mean it's capped if it's in blue? Or does that just mean it's because he's got the item? I don't know. Interesting. Linhart, who is a monster. Yeah, I think the blue stats mean they're capped. So, wow, max magic and dex. Defense doesn't cap at 20. I don't know. I'll have to look into stat caps. I have no idea how these work. Yeah, Caspar is doing okay as a grappler. Not bad. Bernie needs to get strength up. She's just weak. Yeah, we've got Dorothea, who is also doing pretty well as our Warlock Nuke, but lagging in the speed department, so maybe we can fix that. Oh yeah, Petra's an absolute monster, slightly lagging in strength, which is why we went Swordmaster to try and fix that. Look at that speed, that's crazy. Oh, it's Marianne. She looks interesting, post-time skip. Yeah, we never really used her much in the first place, so she's also lagging way behind now at level 19. Sedeth, I don't know what we're going to do with him. We might have to turn him into our primary tank, since Edelgard is now gone. So I got a... What's his personal skill? Female allies deal 3 damage during combat. Okay. And yeah, Flane is still as we left her. Hanneman as we left him. Manuela the same. Catherine could be a valid plug-in unit here. We might be able to utilize her since Hubert's gone. Shamir is being as Shamir usually is. Working on it. We'll get there. We'll get there. I think we're going to have to give her some stat boosters to bring her up to par. Also, if we can reclass her into a Swordmaster or Assassin, that would be ideal. Because her dex is way high, so she'd benefit a lot from the Swordmaster reclass, actually. And then, yeah, now we're back to Cyril, so... Supports. Oh boy, we got a ton of supports. I gotta figure out a way to break these up so that it doesn't get, like, overbearing reading all of the supports. So... I don't know, really. We'll have to figure it out slowly. Let's do one support now. Let's look at Shamir's support with Petra, just to get that out of the way and remove the speech bubble from her.
Shamir, can I be having your time? There is a thought that is giving me great concern.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
Okay, right away.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, and all of us were fighting for Fodlan, would you be fighting us too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth?
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago.
Okay, then.
Hmm?
I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head. It's also why I joined the Knights of Seiros. I owed them a debt, but that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy.
That is an interesting development that she has now changed her mind from just being a mindless mercenary to someone who actually fights for what they believe in.
Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
Good support. And since that was a short one, let's do Flane and Ferdinand.
What is that lovely smell? It seems to be coming from the training area. What could it be?
You have met your match, Rust. Ah, so stubborn.
Good day to you, Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flane, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food. But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad?
Oh,
Things
she's
of
gonna
that
make me
nature.
hungry now.
Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. We are always dancing with death on the battlefield. When your focus wavers, your life is forfeit.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you.
Oh
I
wow,
am
she wants to go eat her fish.
I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
All right. Yeah, all of these guys have got a couple supports each unlocked, so we'll leave that towards the end of the episode maybe and just make it an ending thing. And for now, we're definitely going to go exploring. But before we do, let's try and get Shamir into the assassin class again. Let's give it a shot. It is 48%, but I feel like we can maybe weasel our way in. Oh, no, okay. We're going to have to work on that sword rank a little bit more before we can try and squeezing into it. Yeah, everyone's got reclass options that I don't know that we really care about. She can't go into any master classes yet, but it might be worth exploring to see. She's got 0% success in all of them. Yeah, the only one that makes sense for her to go into would be Mortal Savant. And honestly, I don't think the master classes are really worth it, because they have lower growths than the advanced classes, and they're just a hassle to get to in general. Yeah, I don't know that she'll ever change from Swordsmaster or Assassin. But Dorothea could potentially go into Gremory because she's already leveling Reason and her faith is pretty high, so we might be able to squeeze her into a master class. Caspar, I don't know. What's the War Master one? Maybe. Potentially War Master, I guess, since he's moving in that direction. Linhardt. Yeah, I don't know if Linhardt is going to end up in one. I mean, the one we would want is Holy Knight. He has the faith requirement for it, but riding and lance, his riding and lance are pretty bad. So we're working on his riding, but I'm not enthusiastic in him moving to another class after this. We can try. Ferdinand might actually be able to make it into Great Knight at some point because his riding is there, his heavy armor is getting there, his axe rank is not good though, so maybe we focus on that once we've leveled up his heavy armor a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know if master classes are really feasible. You really have to try and optimize to get to them. So I'll have to think about it. What can we buy from the armory? Let's see. Anything worth buying? Ooh, Brave Sword. Yeah, we'll take that. There's only one. Yeah, let's buy all the Brave weapons. Worth. I don't know that we necessarily need the Brave Axe, but I will take the Brave Bow gladly. Actually, we've got a bunch of stuff in the convoy that can be sold. All the gold stuff we've got, yeah, all these gold stacks. There's people who had gold stacks with them, yeah, like Bernie has one. No, that's it? Alright. Well, I'll figure out item management off screen. We'll buy the advanced seals here. We've got master seals. Oh, advanced seals are unlimited now. Okay, that's fine. Master seals, though, I don't know if we're gonna buy any right now. I don't think we should, honestly. Because I don't have anyone with any of the requirements unlocked. Alright, let's go explore. And see what the monastery looks like now. Still no more Sothis. We do have... more quests, so I guess we can start doing quests again.
You there? With the return of its knights, the Church of Seiros will follow you from now on. But please do not... Thank you. I know... I have
okay, what's the quest? Advanced drills. This is new. I guess now we level up quicker.
Thankfully, it appears the records and equipment I need for my research have
Convenient.
not been damaged. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
All right, sure.
Wonderful news. I am most excited.
Let's try and talk to most of the people and see what they think post time skip.
My Professor, you haven't changed a bit. At your age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years. Though, I suppose I haven't changed either, right?
No, you look exactly the same.
Noticing, by the way. Ah, just the two of us, forever young. Oh, let's...
All right, thanks for the tease, Manuela. All right, we've spoken to everyone here. Let's go to the library and talk to Cyril and Linhart.
Professor? The promise was made 5 years ago, but I must say I'm rather impressed by how many of us managed to make it. Personally, I only showed up because I hope to see you again, Professor. I've been with my family in the Empire until recently. I admit to feeling a little guilty betraying Her Majesty, but only a little. Now that we're all together again, I suppose the fighting will begin soon.
I really want to learn a little bit more about what they've been doing. Oh, they can do... Interesting, so they can teach us now as well. That's interesting. Okay, so wait, where's Cyril then? And then Ferdinand is in a room over... Okay, here he is.
Yeah. I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure... I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back. You gotta find her, Professor. You just gotta.
Cardinal's room. I don't think we've ever been inside this one before. There's still items on the ground here. Yeah, I don't believe we've been in here before. This area might have been closed off previously.
I have lost my dominion. My nobility may seem like nothing more than a title, but I will never lose my noble heart. I will stop Edelgard, even if it costs me my life.
Well, you're our main
I have
tank
turned
now,
my
so you
blade
better.
against her now. I cannot go back on that decision. Professor, do you think I chose the wrong path? You are right.
Yep, I am right.
I have turned...
There's no one in the dorms. Third floor? This wasn't unlocked before. This is new. What's up here? I'm guessing this is, yeah, Rhea's room. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is where she stands and looks over the entrance to the school when we were walking in, right? Is that it? Let's see if we can look down and get a peek. No, the camera's being weird. Yeah, I wonder what that monument is up there. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna find out about it later at some point. We've got 2 supports on the map. And we've got Shamir and Catherine here, so let's talk to them.
Yes, I'm more of a mercenary than a knight these days. I work to get paid. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon, but I might change my mind if you're around.
Well, thank you. We're gonna invite you to tea in a little bit.
Hello.
In Lady Rhea's absence, I will follow you. That's what she would want me to do.
Yep.
Know that wherever you might lead us, I'll continue searching for Lady Rhea.
I mean, go for it. I think we're doing the same thing.
Good, because I will not budge on that point. Welcome back, Professor. Yes.
There's no one up there to talk to. We get the support if we go up there. Let's go to the marketplace and see. The monastery doesn't look damaged. I was hoping it would, because it's been through war, so you'd think it would be a little bit more damaged instead of just looking the same as it normally does. Yeah, we need to buy these. We need to buy a lot of these. We've ran out, so...
I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Alright, we bought some materials. And then the rest are just your usual shops, so we need to talk to this guy.
Got a favor to ask.
Okay. Let's go talk to Dorothea.
Right.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Maybe. Let's see. We gotta win first.
Do you have time for a request?
Fishing for the big one. All right, I guess we're gonna do some fishing. Let's see if we can get it. Oh. Is this it? It was purple. Fodlandy. I don't think that was it. But now that we know there's like a purple shadow as well, that's interesting. Yeah, we have to go for this third one here, unfortunately. White trout. Oh, whoops. I don't know what bait I just used, but I don't think it's good bait, so I don't expect anything major. Queen Loach. Oh god, I didn't mean to continue fishing. Whoops. Last time, I promise. All right,
You've done me a great service.
Oh, we did get it. Okay. It was the Fodlandy thing.
Hello.
I guess there is scaffolding here, like they're rebuilding, I suppose. Let's harvest the crops we planted 5 years ago. Alright, we got that out of the way. Bernadetta's still in her room, of course. Let's go dining hall and talk to Caspar. He's here somewhere. Oh, there he is.
Hey, Professor! You won't believe what happened. I figured I couldn't go back to the Empire after Garreg Mach fell, so I started drifting across the Kingdom and Alliance. Then, I just happened to run into our old class, so we came back to the monastery together.
Interesting. Yeah, so it seems like after the time skip, everyone can train you in their specialty, which is nice. Alright, let's run here and get the items that I think Seta was talking about.
I could use a hand.
Oh, these are just quests. Well, let's pick them all up.
I need a favor.
And then, who else do we need to talk to? Petra, Flane, and Bernadetta. Let's go talk to Bernadetta and see what she was up to these past 5 years. Literally does not change, just goes right back to her room.
At last, I returned to my
I was
domain.
hoping she would grow a little bit more out of it.
Paradise, my realm of exquisite solitude.
Huh? Professor? Is that you? You didn't hear that.
I
just
did.
now,
I'm
you?
disappointed.
Oh, forget you.
And Petra's in the classroom. She must be feeling really nostalgic.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom and Alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first.
Yeah, it
but
is.
Corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
So 5 years later, she still hasn't fixed her speaking. Good to know. Okay, let's talk Flane.
Professor?
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed. No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way. Anything you ask of me, I shall see it through. You saved my life, and I am in your debt.
Okay. And then we should probably go pick up this support here that's just, like, popping out at us on the map. Just so we don't forget. We really don't want to waste supports because post-time skip a bunch of them unlock, so...
Professor!
Yep, let's talk.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student?
Oh, yeah?
A knight scolded me for it, but at the time, I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
Yeah, why are you telling me?
There's something I wanted to bring to your attention. Do you recall the incident 5 years ago involving a suspicious individual in Garreg, Mach? These brigands all bore the same scorpion tattoo.
Oh boy.
On the arm of that man.
Oh no.
I thought that might be of interest to you. Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
I wonder if we can get this as like a paralog or a side quest. That would be cool.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens. But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault. If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner. And I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
Well...
But he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
I'm interested to hear the rest of this one. Alright, so who else is left? No one left here. Cathedral is where we need to go. Just Marianne up there. Oh, wow. Alright, so there is some changes.
Even with the church in shambles, we can still pray. The goddess will surely hear our prayers. But still, I hope the church can return to its former beauty someday.
I mean, if they'll let us give the opportunity to rebuild it, that would be great. Alright, that's the only thing that Sedeth wanted.
Need something?
Alright, let's see. I wonder, do we get the heavy armor boost, the sword skills, or the axe skills? I think we get the heavy armor boost. Everything else is literally Divine Pulse +1 after this, or do we wait for the... we don't really need the XP plus 10%. Yeah, I don't know. Let's wait on it a little bit. We don't have to make a decision now. I wonder if the notes still exist. That would be pretty funny if they do. There is one note. Wow. Cool. All right. Oh, there's a support here as well. Let's go pick that one up. I think it's down here. Ferdinand. Okay.
Take that!
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. but she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg.
Wow, so he wanted to get rid of his dad too? That's interesting.
She put my father under house arrest. She stripped House Ire of its power. Rather than accepting a role as her puppet, I left. Now I fight to topple the Empire. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing. But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all.
Well, you did beat her up in one of the chapters, so give yourself a little bit more credit.
As the head of the noble House Ire, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
It's the journey, not the destination.
I appreciate that, but it is not enough to persuade me. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor? Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Okay. Sure thing. All right. So, we gotta go deliver this quest.
Well...
Oh, good. Thanks.
What did Sedeth want again? Verona and Aramid Pike. Do we just buy those?
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
I thought you can just buy those from these guys here.
Hey, welcome.
Doesn't look like
Come
it.
Again.
Armory, blacksmith, battalion. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. What supports do we have left? Ferdinand's got one with Marianne. And hers is just with Ferdinand. Dorothea's got Caspar. And he's got Bernadetta, who also has Petra. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for the rest of this episode, I'm going to bang out the supports. And then off screen, I'm going to do all the teaching and motivation stuff just because it's gotten monotonous. And I don't know. Well, I'll come back and do the lectures, like the lectures back on screen. But I mean, just this, the latter part of this exploration, I'll do the rest of that off screen. It's not much. You're not going to miss much. But anyways, let's get the supports going.
Ah, Marianne. Praying to the goddess?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. So persistent in your devotion. I quite admire that about you.
Oh, no. It's not like that.
No need for false modesty. I hardly know anyone with more piety.
I need to be going.
Wait a moment.
Oh, yes? Did you need something?
I have a suggestion. I have been meaning to tell you about it for a while. Have you ever considered projecting more confidence? Your every word is laden with pessimism and devoid of enthusiasm. To gain the trust of commoners, you must appear self-assured at all times.
I have no need to earn the trust of the common people as a noble. All I want is to live a quiet life and to not be a bother to anyone. I dare not hope for anything beyond that.
But you are the only daughter of the esteemed Margrave Edmund. Regardless of what you hope for, you must concede that you have inherited certain responsibilities by virtue of your birth.
If that's the case, then I don't care to be a responsible person. Farewell.
One would think she does not wish to be a noble.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of Ferdinand's early supports is just trying to push everyone to be noble instead of, you know, and understanding them to who they are.
Something's been bothering me. I kind of feel like you act more casually around me than you do with other people.
Casually? I don't know what you mean.
I just feel like you're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room.
Oh, that was funny. I remember
You're not
that.
very flirty toward me like you are with the other guys. You seem weirdly comfortable around me.
You pay more attention than I would have thought. Hey, are you interested in me? You know, interested.
What? No. It just seemed weird, and I was curious.
I'm kidding. It's true that I do find you quite a convenient little helper at times. It's like you're... how to put it?
Oh!
You're like a little brother to me.
Yikes, the little brother thing. Uh-oh.
Really? That's not exactly a compliment.
Yikes, that burns. I'm sorry, Caspar.
No, but it's true. And now that I've thought about it, I like the whole idea. Why don't you try calling me Big Sis and see how it feels?
son.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
I'm embarrassed just thinking about it.
Oh, come on. It's just a goof. You can manage it at least once, can't you? Please? Oh, I know. If you do it, I'll stop using you for my chores. How's that sound?
That's an enticing offer. Fine.
Oh no,
Once.
okay. Oh boy.
Big sis.
Well done, Caspar. You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling.
I'm not cute, and I'm not little. How would you feel if I made you call me Big Bro?
Oh? Well, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Did he get taller?
Big Bro. Is something wrong, Big Bro?
Oh no, she's gonna do this now.
Oh, this is the worst.
Oh yeah, it is the worst. I'm sorry. All right, time for Bernadetta and Caspar.
Hi.
Well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Wait, don't go. What are you trying to ask me?
Some of these supports seem like they're all made for pre-time skip. I'm not sure though.
Will you really listen this time?
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with a really pretty view? Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
The place I took you with the view. Oh, right. Okay. First, you go out of the monastery. Actually, it's kind of tricky to explain.
Just carry her again.
Come on, I'll just take you there again. But pay attention this time.
Wait, what are you... No, not again! Stop, put me down!
Okay then. And to round it off, Bernadetta and Petra.
Hunting? Really? There's no way I can do this. Goddess, why couldn't I have stayed in today?
Bernadetta, is this a trouble you are having? I heard that the duty to hunt is yours today.
The duties all got assigned while I was holed up in my room.
Do not be worrying. I can show you the way to hunt well.
Oh, okay then.
When you see a beast, you are thinking of it as an enemy. That is how prey thinks. You must think of the beasts as food. That is how the hunter thinks.
So it's not an enemy, it's food. But, how is it food when it's still alive?
You pick the vegetables from the field. Those have life too. It is the same. You take a blade in your hand and take the lives of the vegetables. You cut their stalks and harvest without mercy.
Wow, Petra, wow, that's an interesting way of thought.
They do not scream, but you are still their killer.
Killer?
Fruit ripens and falls to the ground. The seeds sprout, and a new life is born. That is life's cycle. It has cruelty, yes, but you must end life to eat. You must be killing to be living.
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to be some...
Vegetable murderer.
Some kind of vegetable murderer.
It is the same for rabbits, deer, pheasants. The only difference being that they cannot cry out. You must do what you must do to be living in this world. It is your task.
A task. Yes, just a task. A completely mindless task.
Feel it. There, in the grass. Prey is moving. Just like a vegetable in the wind.
Yeah, like a
Give it
vegetable.
an arrow, just like you would give a vegetable a blade. It is just your task.
Right. That makes sense. It's just like cutting a stem.
You are now a hunter. You have learned how to hunt.
I am? I have? Oh, good! What a relief.
You have understanding now. I can tell.
Great! Leave it to me. I'll hunt down my prey just like their vegetables.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but okay.
I have belief in you.
Aw, thanks, Petra. I can do this. Make way for Huntmaster Bernie!
Have luck, Bernie.
All right. Oh, it's not over yet.
No! Stay back! I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit. I didn't mean it! Why are you the one chasing me? Ow!
All right, that support was not great. Anyways, I'm going to end this one here and think about how I'm going to handle all of my units moving forward. So I will see you guys in the next episode, episode 46, with an introduction on my decisions. Peace.